recording again. All right, moving on again. So we had here, to this one, there was a husband, Zacchaeus, the richest in terms of land of the Phoenicians. So there's two genitives there for one more like a description or value, and one of like a genitive of the whole. And having been loved, and then miserai here is a dative of agent, which normally you use with a passive periphrastic and gerundive, but we're using it with a perfect passive participle here. So having been loved by this wretched woman with a great love, like an ablative of manner, like in a great love. Okay. To whom, this is back to Zacchaeus again, her father had given her intactum, as a virgin, intact, untouched. And the father again had joined, eugarat is eugarerat, which is a syncopated form, who had given them in first omens. And omens here refers to marriage. This is a metonymy. So using one word to represent another. Instead of saying they got married, he says they're joined in omens, because you would have to check the omens in the morning the day you got married. And first goes back to the intactum, that this is her first marriage. And I think there is a reason for that. We can write a paper on why, but I think there's a reason that this was focused on in here. Okay? But Germanus, the kingdom of Tyre, her brother Pygmalion was having, and he was greater before all others in wickedness. This is an ablative, and this is a comparative adjective. And among these, between these guys, a madness came in the middle. The medius is going with furor, but I don't think it makes sense in English to say anything, but it came in the middle. And this is what we call the inter, should go inter quos, or inter these two men. Instead we have an anastrophe, where you have an inversion of the words from its normal word order. Part of that is because you need to put that quos beginning the sentence for it to have that like a demonstrative pronoun type of meaning, like amongst these ones. But that's how I would do it. And then ille, again, is referring to Pygmalion. That one, and we have our direct object here, but we don't have our verb for another line or so. So that one, impious in front of the altars, and blind by a love of gold, by an ablative of instrument, amore, of genitive gold. That one secretly overcame Zacchaeus, there he is again, unaware, okay, unsuspecting, overcame him with iron, which means he killed him, okay? And then careless of the loves, hold on, let me move it. There we go. Careless of the loves of his sister, like unthinking, not thinking of the love of his sister. Now, why is it loves? I'm not sure. Why isn't it just love? For a long time, Dieu, and for a long time he hid the factum, the deed, what he did. And she's the object here, igram and amantem, and having them at the end, and having, again, starting with an A, you have that assonance there, like you can actually hear the pain that she feels. He badly, like evilly pretending many stories, like simulons here, like deceiving her in a way. So he's making up stories, okay? He's making up tales of pretending many things, many stories. He deceived, lucid, perfect tense, the lover, which is Dido's, sick. The sick lover, she deceived her with a wana spe, with a false hope. And I think that's where we ended.